Hopes of a Melbourne Cup rate cut have been dashed after the latest inflation figures showed the cost of living is rising faster than expected. Headline inflation jumped to a 15-month high of 3.2%, above the Reserve Bank's target of 2 to 3%. And perhaps more troublingly, underlying inflation, the really important one, also rose for the first time in almost 3 years. Joining us now is financial advisor Betsy Westcott. Good morning to you. So, economists were expecting an increase to inflation, not by this much though. Does this mean the rate cuts are over?
I think you can be pretty certain that we're not getting a rate cut on Melbourne Cup Day. We did expect that we were going to see an uptick in inflation, but this jump beyond 1% up to that 3% for core inflation really caught everyone off guard. And, you know, Michelle Bullock, the RBA governor, has been really clear. She's going to be data-driven around her decisions. She doesn't want to see inflation spike further, so you can expect her to sit on her hands with this one.
OK, for how long? Because some economists are saying the next move will be up. We're talking about an increase in rates and it'll be mid next year.
Well, I don't know about an increase in up. It really depends on the data. But we had that unemployment data come out just a few weeks ago where it said that employment was ticking up at 4.5%. So this is that balancing act and that real push-pull that the RBA is going to have to contend with, because yes, inflation is proving stickier and it's really affecting those categories like housing, electricity, transport, food and so forth, which really hits those low to middle income households. But if unemployment's rising, that suggests that the economy is not confident. We also got that consumer confidence data, which was showing that that's pretty fragile right now. So I don't think we'll see a spike unless something unexpected happens there. I do think we might see some easing sort of mid next year. So it's a wait and watch.
OK, if you were the Treasurer who's saying, oh, no, we expected this, it's all good. If you were the Treasurer, what on earth do you do now? Because this is a really difficult situation, it sounds.
Yeah, and look, I don't know if the Treasurer has a lot of influence in this sense. What I would be saying to anyone watching at home right now is take the power back into your own hands and really fight inflation on the home front. So if you've got a mortgage, be renegotiating your bill. Review your electricity prices with Energy Made Easy. You know, shop smarter at the grocery store, use PetrolSpy to find the best fuel price, and be really savvy when you're planning those Christmas holidays. And that's a way that you can take the power back into your own hands and save thousands of dollars a year, regardless of what's happening with the RBA. Excuse me.
Yeah, OK, because we're in this awful situation again for a lot of people who have a mortgage, of course. Betsy, thank you very much. Here's Jervo.